Hey, Tom.
Hey, Brian.
Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's 5 o'clock. We're just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. We had a public holiday here yesterday, so um, I had to sleep in. It's nice, but we need to get. Still need to look at the chart. So, all right, let's just share this to start with. We'll move on. Welcome to this live Forex analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we are not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure there and a little bit about us, the live session traders. So let's get rid of that and we will move on to charts. Welcome, Darren's here too. Ooh, gosh. Rightio. Well, the start of the week's been a little bit ordinary for me, so that's okay. Anyway, ADCAD, no triangle there, did go into the buy. For me, if I had have taken that, this was back on 14th of January. Sideways and still pushing up and pulling back down again. So it would have made the 3/4. Right, we're just going to wait for whatever the change is on that one. AUDCHF. Yep, we got triangle, we got stuff. We don't have a trend change. This would have been, we lost whatever it is on that one at the 3/4 mark, but we've waited for it to come out the rail. So what I'm looking for is a trend bar change and a push back up. It's broken over to the left, so all right. And the CHFs are normally sort of like 3/4, 3/4. This to come outside the rail is a bit relatively rare, so that's good. Rightio. Derek, what are you doing putting Ancient Orange in on the chat there? Where'd you
I
find
thought
it?
you'd like that. Thought you'd like
Yeah,
that.
is that some sort of what do you do? A manufactured, I think they're doing stuff with it all over the joint.
Well, it was my son who sent me one on something else. He's got some app.
Oh,
Uh,
right.
but he's got like sort of a 3 months trial or something, so he's just making the most of it. So I said, oh, I told him what to put in it, so the gist of
And
what
he
to
did
put in. So he produced one for me. So,
it. Yeah, thank you. So I don't know whether it's a good thing actually having that sort of guy talk about me. And thought I was running under the radar. Anyway, we've got on AUDJPY, we've got a green triangle as pushed up back down again. Hasn't broken the wick on the bottom, but certainly not going anywhere in any sort of speed. What do we got here, Tom? What are your AJs looking like? Come on. Oh, that's a bit of a crazy event. Okay.
I'm in it for the sell.
That's what it looks like at this point, isn't it? Mm, okay. Yeah, well, we'd be waiting around anyway. There's nothing. Trend bar will need to change, that sort of stuff. I don't think there's any real news. Consumer confidence and no, there's nothing really. We've just Northern Australia through Queensland and Northern New South Wales have just gone through Cyclone Alfred, and so it sort of wasn't as severe as what they had thought it might have been. And there is still a lot of rain and flooding and stuff. We've got no water down here. It's like as dry as dry. We're in the mid 30s Celsius, but it's the Prime Minister basically put off. So election will be in May now. It was gonna, if we didn't have the cyclone, because he had to focus his attention on that, he would have called the election for April. But it's going to be in May, so it doesn't matter. Either the first or the second weekend, I think, in May. All right, AUD, NZD. And that's the only thing I think will sort of maybe move these AUDs in a bit. It's in the middle of the two rails, nothing sort of there to make any action at the moment. There's a short and a push down. Now, it depends if something does at the 3/4 and wants to push back up. Well, I'll have a look and see. At the moment, it's a bit of a non-event and it has been for quite a while. AUD Singapore. Oh, look at this. Push up with green and then it went red again. So I'd be back out of that if I had got into that trade. As soon as it went red, I would have been straight out of it. Just interesting to see.
Well, I've got
Yeah.
what do you call it? I've added a it's called a channel parallel.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Parallel channel. I've added that into all my charts now. Set sort of 3/4 to 3/4. Just
Is it another?
like,
Is it another indicator, or is it within the site within
no,
the
just within the
X40?
trading view. It's just part of the standard trading view patterns. Not patterns. It's under well, it's with where the Fibonacci's are, and
Oh yeah.
I think it is. Oh, bear with me, hang on a minute. Can't probably find it now. I've got it set up and
YouTube channel? No.
no, I had it
YouTube.
then.
I don't think it's under the. I can't see it under the
Oh,
50.
look under trend line tools. You know, trend line and horizontal line, horizontal
Yeah,
rays.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
parallel
Parallel
channel.
channel.
So I've
How do you do this one?
so I've
Click on
just
it.
put that on to help identify these sort of 3/4 zones.
So how do you put it on?
You just sort of select it, click somewhere, and then uh,
Hmm. Oh, that's a bit weird. No, it's that way. Ah, so you're going where you're going out
that's the
here, are
one.
you? Something like that.
Yeah, they need to draw it down. I think the middle square there to draw it down.
Ah, right,
So I'm just
okay.
using some very light shading so it doesn't.
Yep,
I've sort
yep,
of
yep.
got that on my chart, sort of 3/4. So what I'm sort of looking for is, to see a proper sort of see a candle body outside the 3/4 channel, then turn, then the trend bar
Yeah,
change, and then get in. So that sort of visually just helps. Um,
right, gotcha.
um, just found it quite helpful for me. So
Hmm.
Did you just draw a box on your chart, Darren?
It's just it's
I'm
a parallel
proud of
channel. It's
you.
one of the trading view options.
I'm proud of you. As many boxes as I've drawn, you finally drew one. There you go.
Yeah, well, there we go.
All right. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and well, you can put that on at any time, so that's cool. Oh yeah. Right, AUD Singapore. Yeah, if you like, this could have been a 3/4 and then push back up, turn green, but then as soon as it turned red, you'd be out of it, or I'd be out of it. There'd be sore loss, and it'd still be only one trade. That's how I'm looking at it. AUD USD. Similar thing here. See where, well, it's still green. See where it turned 3/4, then it pushed up, turned green, and then it hasn't turned red yet, I don't think. No. So it's something that you know, as soon as that trend bar for me would turn red, then I'd be back out of it. So it'd be sort of a non-event trade. But it did make 3/4. So you actually could go from here to 3/4. It wouldn't be, what would you make out of it? God, 3/4 there somewhere. You'd make like 0.7%. But I mean, that's
I've just,
still,
I've just screenshotted that, put it in the messenger group just to show what it, what it actually looks like the way I've
oh,
got it.
where am I?
It's like a clean look, sort of clean looking chart.
Oh, okay. Oh, mine doesn't look clean. Oh God, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So you can just sort of
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
moving to
Keep moving
sort
along
of
wherever you need to,
three-quarter
up,
to
down,
three-quarter,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good, good. All right, they're all AEDs. There's nothing much happening there, but it depends on this 3/4 type thing, where you still could. But if if you get a red trend bar in there, get out, it basically would you know, again, that would have made a small amount because I'd just do the 3/4 again. Anyway, CAD CHF. Now this is still pushing down. This would not, I don't, maybe we got a little bit of a green trend bar. Didn't, but that's okay. But this is well out of the rail. Hasn't turned green yet, so just waiting for that one. Again, this is another a CHF that rarely comes out of rail, but look at it, it's quite seriously out of there now. So I'm looking at getting the buy back up again. We'll just cancel. So that's that. CAD-J, same sort of thing.
JPY's dropping again.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're not really pulling back up the way they across this plan anyway. CHF JPY again, a little bit of a pullback down again. I'm in this with two trades from there. It pulled up, pulled down, didn't break the stop loss, pulled back up, It still has a green trend bar. We'll just see, but it's really mulling around. It's like as if the JPY has some extra strength to it at the moment, so they may sell out. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tom's on sells. Maybe not on this one, but
Oh yeah, I'm in this.
for the sell,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm up.
yeah, and you would be. That's right. So we've got a couple of green triangles, so there's sort of glimmers of hope for buy, but not in the Tom world. He's got his
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the turn back up.
oh right, okay. But you're just taking advantage of any sell at the moment.
Yeah, when it stops running, I'll stop my trade.
Okay.
When I get ready to get into another trade, I'll stop this one.
Yeah.
So it's just constantly
Flipping from one way to the other.
getting into profit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And some are bigger and some are smaller.
For whatever it
Okay.
is, I have no
That's
say.
right. Euro AUD. Oh my God, look at all these euros. Oh my God. Look at the push up here. Like it's well and truly out of the rail, and we don't have any red triangle yet.
I'm up
There's
7%
so
on
much
this one.
so much imbalance now, all the way down, back
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to effectively almost where it started. This push.
Correct. Correct. But we just got to be patient, wait for a trend bar change, push back down again. You're okay. Something's going on in Europe. It's this whole instability is creating this push on the euro to do something in Ukraine, I would say. This is I think there's a whole lot of people dumping off US stuff pretty quick. I tell you what, old Musk is it's getting a bit of a battering in it. All these associated entities. Anyway,
Share price down 10%, another 10% today.
in Tesla,
Tesla, yeah.
yeah, that's right. He's making great business decisions. That's what he's doing.
US economy heading for a recession. I think that's seems to be I mean,
Oh
Trump.
yeah, they're going to crash it.
I mean, Trump virtually he all but agreed it would, didn't he? He didn't quite say that, but he sort of he's
What?
positioning it as this is just some pain they've got to go through to make America great again.
Yeah,
It's
he's going to
it's
crash the market.
well, that's how rich people get rich, isn't it? I mean, you crash the
Exactly.
market, everybody loses. They've got money. They go and buy up at a cheap price, and then it builds back up again. Like it's typical. How do you, Darren? It's just how do you spin? It's just
Yeah,
spin. You got all these people here, and you just spin it and say, "Oh, we've got to do this to make everyone rich." Like
yeah.
everyone great.
Just got to go through this. It's the transition. That was his word. This is this is the
Transition. Okay.
Just a bit
Yeah,
of
but when
pain
he
got to go
says
through.
make America great, what he means is make a couple of people really rich,
Yeah.
and the rest of them are slaves, just on the treadmill, on the little mouse's treadmill, making the others rich. I mean, they're drinking the Kool-Aid, honest, just guzzling Kool-Aid, the American dream. Oh my God. It's like buying lotto tickets, really. All right. Euro CHF. Now that's sort of all over the place. I think we're out of the rail here, but there's nothing really to sell because we've still got that. But then again, I mean, that's a potentially a trade there when it does want to turn. The euros are all just like, okay, Euro GBP, same. Look at that. That would have been fantastic. 3/4 bang up, gone.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah, to the 3/4, 2.5, lovely.
I'm up 3.5 on this one.
Oh, you would be. You would be. It's gone crazy. Yeah. There's an example, Darren, of a 3/4 good winner. And
Yeah,
only when it turns red do you get out of the damn thing.
yeah,
Okay. Euro JPY. Now this is doing a little pullback. I'm in this with double trade. It just was short of 3/4 here.
yeah.
It
Just
takes
by a
me out of
whisker,
one of
that
the
one.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But we still have a green trend bar. So um it just shows the JPY strength at the moment, pulling something like this back down where all the other euros are just shooting for the stars. Anyway, I'm in a double trade on that one. We'll just see how it goes. I haven't, because it hasn't made the 3/4. I haven't changed any of my stop loss settings, which is I think down here. Euro NZD. You see, this is another euro just going crazy. Bang, bang, bang. Up it goes. Right. So we're looking at this for the turn to come back down. With something with a push like that, you're going to have to come back. Oh, well, it is going to need to come back at some point, take out whatever it needed to push up. Euro Singapore. Oh. Now, yeah, Tom, you missed this one, not trading any Singapore.
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's just going to come. That will come all the way back to where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
at.
Look at that
Well,
3/4.
I think
That's
it will,
6.
yeah.
That's 6%.
When it does turn, it'll come all the way back down again.
So
Yeah.
I don't trade this one, but kick over to the other one on mine. See what it
Oh,
says.
yeah. Yeah, sure. Euro Singapore. Here we go. Well, it says it's going to turn.
Hey,
Well, and maybe push up higher.
hello.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry. What's that?
Is that
Yeah,
what it looks like,
hold
Tom?
on.
You're right. You're okay, mate. No worries. Just got stuff in the background. That's all right. It doesn't matter.
What are you checking?
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so you could see over on the right, it says it's pushing up, right?
Yeah.
See your trend line? It's
This
turned
one, yeah.
green.
Yeah.
Okay, so over here on the left, your trend line is still red
Yeah. On the daily. Yeah.
on the daily. So all you're waiting for is a yellow candle on the daily time frame.
Yeah.
Until then, you're looking at this saying this says it's buying.
Yeah.
So until it tells you wrong, that hey, this is now turning, and the way you'll be able to tell is it'll say, hi, you have a yellow candle, 3.5 back, and it'll give you a short.
Well, that's what it's doing.
That's how
It's
you
giving
know
us
that's how you know it's pulling back. And
on
if
the
it
daily
starts
or on the daily or on the
on the 2 hour.
Okay, yeah. Well, it has. It's given us a yellow and a high.
Right. So it's got to make it to 3.5 back before you're going to get the short for the fourth candle.
Oh,
The fourth,
right.
short candle
1,
on
2,
the fourth
3.5.
candle.
So it's somewhere here.
Right. It'll point towards, a short down there once it passes you,
Gotcha.
verifying that you're in a downtrend.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Otherwise, watch that candle on the left.
Yeah.
If that bigger candle on the left never gives you a yellow candle, chances are it's still pushing up.
Up. Yeah, okay.
And that's the direction it's telling you it's going, is it's pushing up. Don't look at what it's doing. Just it's like an arrow just pointing. How it gets there, you don't care.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. That's right. Okay. Euro Singapore. But you don't trade it, but look at that. It would have been a nice sort of 5.5%, 6%. It's like off a 3/4. No triangle. Euro USD. This would have been a similar sort of but this is, this would have been off the 3/4 or wherever. It would have been green and red. You would have been out green, red out, and then off it went. So this is a lot more difficult to sort of predict it or be comfortable with a trade on this one. But then we're still looking at that US stuff pulling down. Rightio. GA again, all these GBPs. Every one of them is looking. So all the euros, all the GBPs. they've all pushed out into the well outside of the X48 lines, and we haven't had this for a while. So many of them push it out. So all right, so GA outside the roll, we're waiting for a trend bar change and a short out on that one. What is that news? GDP growth. Okay. Right. GBP CAD. This is a bit of a crazy push up. This one. This was a three quarter again, Darren. Well,
Yeah.
it would have come off here though. You would have got into the buy. It would have pulled back and then taken back off again. So, but you could have had another trade at the 3/4 here.
Yeah.
And so somewhere around there, put your stoppy there, and where it is now is, nearly 6% as well. And we've only sort of got onto that somewhere here. Anyway, GBP CHF. Now the Swiss franc's got a bit stronger, but this is weird. It went up, but it didn't give us any triangle. And now it's pushing back down on the short. So this one I'm not sure with. I'm not going to get in because it's too much red, green on the trend bar. GJ, I'm still in, but it's pulled back down again. It was in positive, Darren. God. So I got in here from this triangle here and I got two trades somewhere around there. It pushed up, went into drawdown, pushed up into profit. Now it's back in a little bit of drawdown again. And we've got a red trend bar. Hopeless. Now, well, GBP NZT. Nice. It looks like it's starting to falter a little bit, the British pounds. Really, like it's going a bit sideways up and down here at this point. It had pushed up. Again, this is another 3/4 or more. Turned green, but then you might not have got into it there anyway. GBP Singapore. Right, yeah. So this is well out. Looking at a trend bar change and get the sell back out of that one. GU. Very similar situation. Yeah. And the only problem with this following in this pullback stuff is, has this been the swing low and it's now broken this high here? It's pushing up, it'll pull back and then go back up again. So just depends on what we could get out of them. Okay, these NZDs they're not really going anywhere at the moment. Again, this would have been a loss out of that one. As soon as it turned green, you would have got out of it. So it's now pushing back up to the outside, looking for a red, but for me, it's not ready yet. NZD CHF. That would have been a nice trade. 3/4 out. It stayed red. Did a bit of a green there. You might have got out. Just went red again. Just depends on whether you would have got out just at that point. That would have just sort of like only got you 1% rather than, where is it now? 2.5 or something.
Well, that would have stayed red for me down to the.
Sorry?
That would have stayed red on my settings down to the 3/4. In fact, it would on yours, wouldn't it? It'd have gone.
Yeah.
Got it.
It
You'd
would
have
have
hit the 3/4 and Prince probably
yeah.
out then anyway. Yeah.
Yep. Because that's all we do in the 3/4 to 3/4.
Yeah.
We're not looking at it to go to the other side. That would have been successful.
Yeah.
Okay, NJ. Still just dancing around here.
But the thing is, the losses on these are not okay. Your initial risk is 1% because you stop loss, but then you're getting out and the trend bar changes. So, typically your losses are going to be less,
Yeah, what a lot less than that. That's
a
right.
lot less. So you're not,
Yeah,
your losses are small. So it doesn't need a particularly high win rate for it to be profitable, does it?
correct.
If half of them are winners, you're well into profit.
You will. That's right. Yeah, but you just got to get used to the fact that you're going to have some, maybe a higher percentage of losses, but
Yeah.
a lower percentage of loss amount.
Yeah.
As you said. All right, that's NJ. We've got a triangle, but it's like, again, these JPYs are just not doing anything significant that of a trend. Entity USD, again, this is just sitting in here. You would have got your 3/4 on that one. You would have got your 2%, and it's back out. So, but you may not have got into that to go back up to 3/4 again. But you could have quite easily, when that changed green, you would have got out of the sell into the buy, and it made up to 3/4. You could have got it back the other way. Anyway, it depends on whether you do that. Singapore Japanese yen, pushing back down again, waiting for that proper pushback up to 3/4. I lost 2 trades on that one, but anyway, no crying over lost trades. You just take it easy. All right, USD CAD. I'm pretty sure I got that from the buy there. Made a 3/4, made a full trade. I'm out of both of those profitably. It then pushed down back up again. So I'm not sort of in that sort of position to look at anything 3/4, but now it's pushing up here nicely. So we'll see. It's got green. I'll be waiting for either a turn here or to go outside the rail to turn back down again.
Okay, that was another good trade, 3/4 on the way up.
Yeah, from there to there. Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries at all. USD CHF. Still got red, still well out. This is pretty good. We'll see what happens here if we get a trend bar change. We'll be getting into that. UJ. Again, look how the Japanese yen is so strong against that US dollar. We've got green, 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 but nothing pushing back up again. No trend bar change. Like all the other JPYs, not really doing, the trend is down and Tom is cleaning up. Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm running anywhere from 4 to 9% every week now.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is USD Singapore. Nothing much there to talk about. Still trend bar there. They're still pushing down. So gold has pulled off a little bit, gone into a red trend bar and a bit of sell. I mean, if you hadn't gotten that short, once it turned green, you go back out again. This is looking like
I'm still in this from because
it
obviously
did
it's
give you the
upset.
short and that. Yeah.
I've got two trades running on this.
Whoa.
Well, I got in on the short.
Yeah.
Outside the rails.
Yeah.
Got in on the short, 2 trades. Didn't make the 3/4 line. So both of them are still running.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still pushing the right
About back
direction.
at entry
So
now.
yeah, okay. Now that's good. Silver is doing something similar. Yeah. Push back down again. Didn't quite make rail. Bitcoin. She's dropping. Back down at 78.
This massive Bitcoin heist or crypto heist.
Yeah.
North Korea.
Yeah.
Staggering, isn't it? I'm trying to get
Billions.
my head around. They were talking
Billions of
about
dollars
their age
moving
range.
it around, you know.
I mean, they're saying they can see where it's gone and where it is, but they can't get it. 1.6 billion or something. So they
Yeah,
can actually
because
see
it's
where
not
it's
sitting in one spot for long enough. Yeah.
and 300 million has now gone for good.
Yeah. And US oil. What a lovely drop off.
Just waiting for the turn on this now.
Yeah.
Right back up again.
Well, not with the drill baby drill going on. You might not, and dig baby dig, that's
Yeah,
all
want to
the
see.
motto, all the catch cries are all out now.
Yeah.
So life is just so much easier in the US now, Tom, isn't
I wouldn't know. I try and
it?
avoid it.
You're living there. Aren't you
Mm.
affected by it?
I'm sure I am some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Canada's getting its little getting a bit upset, justifiably too.
New prime minister now, haven't they? Right, they'll
Yeah.
call an election within literally the next 10, 15 days.
Yeah, well.
Former governor of the Bank of England.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was Bank of Canada, and then he got the job Bank of England.
Oh, so he is Canadian.
He's Canadian, yeah. No, he was governor of Bank of England for a number of years. Um, during the recovery from the crash and that sort of thing. So
Oh, so he's really a money focused type of guy.
yeah, 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 that's right. So
Oh, but he's the same party though, isn't it? Or it's the
he is,
same
yeah,
sort of
yeah. But
okay.
apparently the opinion polls have the gap's narrowed dramatically since he's taken over. So the Liberal Party, he is there. Apparently they were well behind in the polls, looking at heavy defeat the next election. Look, yeah, just closed very very fast. So he's obviously seems to be highly regarded, judging by what
Mm.
Canadians think. So
And one person does not make
no,
a government or a country, as
he's
we all
promised
know.
to beat the US tariffs. We will win
Yeah,
the tariff war, he said. So I think
yeah.
they're liking the sound of that. So whether he can or not, I don't know, is another thing. But
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you right, yeah, just the bully tactic stuff. It's interesting. Anyway, well, there's a few potential trades this week or next or whenever they want to turn. We'll see how they go. And as I said, I'm in a few trades at GBP, JPY, sort of just gone back in a little bit of drawdown. But what's the other one? The Euro JPY is up nicely, and the CHF JPY is in drawdown as well. It's just a weird sort of a setup, but we'll see. Be mechanical about it. That's really what this is. The same as what Tom and Darren are doing. It's just mechanical trading with it. Let's keep your emotions out of it. Rightio. Anything else to add, gentlemen? No?
well, I think so.
Okay. You need me to send some eggs over, Tom?
No,
No? All
we're
right.
going to need them here.
We've got a few spare eggs if you need them.
Yeah,
We get nearly 3 dozen a day.
I was up in Oregon and you could buy eggs for, $5.66 a dozen. And I came back to San Francisco and they're like $12 a dozen now. Across one border.
Oh, is it only one border, is it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. from Oregon to California.
Yeah, it's only one.
Yeah.
I've got no necessarily understanding of where. I know
No,
where
I
California
understand.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Americans got no idea where anything is in the rest of the world.
Right, exactly.
The rest of the world treats US the same. We don't have to know where anything is. Anyway. All right. Well, let's see how it starts to turn out. The market's been open for not quite 24 hours. And so we've got you are now going, well, Darren, you'd be going from Monday into Tuesday. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, that sort of maybe the turnaround again. We'll see how we go.
Daylight saving time started in the US then now, Tom.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
actually an hour later. So for
Oh.
me, my meeting did start at 10. Now it starts at 11.
Oh, you already have gone on to daylight
Yeah,
saving?
that happened last week, just this last weekend.
Oh, okay.
So the market for us, Brian, then it's change over from New York to Asian sessions an hour earlier for me.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, okay. So we're
Now
back to
yeah. So for a
it's
few
8
weeks.
8 a.m. for me now instead of 9. Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
And then when my time changes, it'll go to 7. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's right. Yeah.
yeah, well, any idea when you're going on to daylight savings?
End of the month. It's the last Saturday of
End of March. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. When's out? Daylight savings time. When are we? April the 6th. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're basically a month away.
So by the time all the changes have been made, us and then you, Brian, then UK time, you're then on at 8 p.m. UK time then
Yeah.
during
Okay.
the summer. Yeah.
Your summer, my winter. Okay. Or
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So you're at the end of the month, and then we're a week later or something or whatever. Okay. No worries. It's weird, isn't it? How it all like what? Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right then. Until tomorrow, gentlemen. Take it easy and let's see what other crazy stuff happens. I haven't seen much movement in any of the Ukraine stuff at the moment. I haven't looked at a lot of the news, but is it UK and France are sort of what is it? The coalition of the willing. They're not willing to move too quickly.
Hey, just on a little bit of news. There's two ships have crashed in the North Sea, collided. One of them was an American ship carrying aviation fuel. So it's crashed into some other ship. Yeah, quite serious incident. There's now aviation fuel just pouring into the
Oh no.
North Sea. Not quite sure what that was destined for. Military use, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all this stuff will happen. You got ships that close to each other. Oh yeah.
Yeah, amazing, really. That could happen in this day and age.
Mm.
Crash into each other like that. But...
All right then. Well, until tomorrow, let's see what the trading news for us and whether that has an effect upon things. So, all right then.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it easy, all.